Is there a contempt chain in the metaphysical circle? The contempt chain in the metaphysical circle is actually between different techniques. For example, Ziwei Doshu and Bazi, these two don't get along. Then, they both look down on plum blossoms, and 6-1. There are also differences between plum blossoms and 6-1. Don't get me started on Qimen Dunjia and Tai Yi Shu. Studying Bazi doesn't stop learning Ziwei, and learning Ziwei doesn't prevent studying Liu Yao. It depends on what others trust for divination. Use that approach to predict for them. People want a result, no matter the method. If you use the best one and still get it wrong, it's meaningless. In the end, getting a correct result matters most. It depends on what method the other person trusts. Use that approach to make predictions for them. The key is getting an accurate result. If you use the best method and it's wrong, it's meaningless. A mistake is a mistake. What matters is a correct result, not disagreements between methods. They feel they're the only ones who do it well. If they learned everything, they wouldn't feel that way. If you use the best method and still get it wrong, it's meaningless. Getting the right result is what matters. It's not about method disagreements. They only study one thing. That's why they think they're the best. If they learned more, they wouldn't feel that way. We can validate each other. For example, if I use Liu Yao, I can ask the same question with Mei Hua Arts to see if results match. That's why they feel like they're the only ones who do it well, and everyone else can't, right? Just think about it. If they learned everything, they wouldn't feel that way. This is the logic behind it. We can validate each other in various ways. If I get a result using Liu Yao, I can ask the same question using Mei Hua Art. This person looked at the Ziwei chart, and if that doesn't work out, I can use Bazi to see if there are over 90% similarities in their destiny chart. When you do a reading for someone, you should also have a way to verify it. Many verifications use the past, meaning you first calculate something that has already happened before. This person took a look at the purple tail plate, and if it doesn't work, I can use the 8 characters and show him whether their fate has more than 90% similarities. Then you can get a result, or a relatively accurate result. You need to check your calculations when you do the questions. If you calculate for others, don't you also need to check your calculations? Of course, there are many ways to check your calculations. What is past calculation? It means to calculate what happened before. Do you want to be the director? We'll continue later. Of course, sometimes some people with understanding don't accept this, but others do. Some, especially those who are a bit more capable and a bit proud, can't accept these things, so it really depends on the person. Personally, I believe it all comes down to how well you master various techniques. Different calligraphy styles are like painting. Painting a large wall with a tiny brush is exhausting. Each field has its expertise, and we should learn from each other. You can't say one is better. It depends on usage. So, if you need to use a big brush, if you have a painting that's really small and detailed, and you need to add those finishing touches, giving you a wall brush, to do that would be really difficult, right? Each field has its own expertise, and we should draw from each other's strengths and needs. You can't just say one is better or worse because they focus on different aspects. It really comes down to how you use them.